Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over the most important video that I'm probably going to release in MLB the Show 21. It is my batting tips for beginners. So again, I need to mention, just like all the other content that I'm releasing in terms of tips and things like that, it is super tailored to beginners. If you are someone who can get World Series or whatever, thank you for watching, but it really isn't intended for you. This is for the guys that just pick up the game. You're struggling. You can't really grasp hitting. You're striking out. You're swinging at everything. How do you fix that? So over the last few days, I've been trying a number of different tactics, because the one thing I will say about MLB that's different from all other sports games is that it is almost all about personal preference. It is almost impossible to teach someone how to be patient, how to be comfortable putting your PCI in certain places, because it's really going to be different for every single player. So it took me a while, but I think I finally figured out a systemic way to actually improve your hitting in MLB 21. So I'm going to show you some clips and some methods to go over today, as I think I figured it out. It's working for me, and for the people that watched my streams, again, you can watch me live on Twitch, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Link is down below every single day. And the people that watched me on Twitch the last few days, they've already come back and given me great feedback on telling them. And again, it's almost all tailored towards the beginner players. And even if you're just, you're someone who goes 500 in ranked seasons, this might help you out. All right, guys, so let's get into today's video, batting tips for beginners. All right, guys, so when you load into an online game as a beginner, the first thing I would do is just pause it and then take a look at his pitch mix. You definitely need to pay attention to what the pitches that are going to be coming at you actually are. All right, now let's get into the bread and butter and how you're going to actually improve as a hitter at the plate. I know with Shohei Ohtani, after taking a look at his pitch mix, only has a curveball. That's his really slow pitch, so I know that if he throws that, it's going to have a massive break on it. Outside of that, here's how you want to improve. Now, this is, again, I can't stress this enough. This is for beginners, guys. This is for the people that struggle to make contact in general. Maybe you can't even hit home runs. You need to have a strategy at the plate, because what is happening is you're basically just trying to guess where the pitch is going to be, and you're swinging all over the place. And this is what this video is going to help reel in. So the first thing, if you are awful at the plate, and I mean you can't time up a pitch, even that if it's straight down the middle, or you're swinging wildly at anything that is off the plate, go to two strikes, guys. The two-strike method, it sounds redundant, and it's a horrible practice in terms of competitive play, but until you actually see enough pitches to understand how they break, how they come in, how fast and how slow they are, you're not really going to have any, luck at all, because you're just basically randomly swinging. So if you take the two strikes, and by taking it, I don't mean look away and then just look now that you're at two strikes. I mean, follow with your PCI as the ball's coming in, just watch it. And again, then on two strikes, your opponent is more than likely, unless he's 0-2 on you, going to, probably try and throw something nearer in the zone to try and strike you out. If it is 0-2, he's probably going to throw you a breaking ball or a curveball below the zone. But again, that's something you're going to have to get used to. So at least taking two strikes, you're going to see more pitches, tire the pitcher out, and you're going to get a glimpse of what these pitches actually look like. The next thing, this is the most important. This is what has benefited me and helped me the most so far in this game, and I'm having a ton of success with it now. And I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I'm going to call it sitting in the middle. I have no idea. Middle sitting. We'll say that, okay? What you do is, now, obviously, your eyes want to follow the ball. And the problem is that people just follow the ball and then forget to lay off when it's way out of the zone. What I do is I almost pay attention as long as possible to the pitcher, not the arm, not anything like that, the pitcher. And the reason being is the pitcher is perfectly lined up with the middle of the zone. So I know that if I wait long enough, if the ball breaks and is in the pitcher's actual body, like the ball comes in front of the pitcher, I know that it's near the middle of the zone. And I mean, you take pitches that are inside or outside, still in the strike zone, but it's this middle block. All of it is what you're paying attention to. You want to look at the pitcher, and then as the ball is coming in, then you want to make your move. Don't, at the trajectory, the second of the release point, look at the ball. I found way more success by trying to focus on the pitcher, and then after he releases it, then focusing, because you're going to see if it crosses the pitcher really early or not at all, it's not near the middle. And if it isn't in the middle, you're more than likely going to swing. Even if it is a strike on the inside or the outside of those zones, it's probably going to be a bad pitch to hit anyways, and I'm going to show you a perfect sequence here when I use it against this guy. All right, so now I've seen all of his pitches, basically. It took him 6 pitches, and he hit me with a really, really good pitch on 3-2 that I had to swing at, and it resulted in a ground ball out. Here's the thing, though. The very next batter, Use the same principles. Again, you're looking for the ball to cross the pitcher and come in front of the field of view. That is what you're trying to focus as much as possible on. And now that you've seen all of their pitches, or as many of them as you can possibly see, you've got your timing down a little bit more, and you're going to see what happens when all that comes into effect. Now, obviously, this strategy isn't completely perfect, and you're not going to be able to lay off everything. But if your main focus is the pitcher, and it, like I said earlier, reels in your attention so that you focus and you know when a ball is going to be down the middle, those are the ones that you've got to hammer, and it works on any type of pitcher. I mean, you'll see right here with Darren O'Day, who throws just a really annoying sidearm pitch. So again, guys, when you make the pitcher your main focus before the ball, again, it sounds very awkward, and it's going to take a little bit to try out. But again, you're not going to be able to lay off every single pitch, okay? But you're going to recognize and feel more confident when a pitch is down the middle, and you're going to jump all over it way more than you would. And just like here with Pujols, I wait for a pitch that I know is in the middle because, again, it's not crossing the pitcher. The ball is not coming all the way across early or not at all, because again, if it's not doing either of those things, it's not really a great pitch to hit. You'll see the very next at bat again with Bryce Harper. My focus is on the pitcher alone. Now, obviously, that one's just off the middle and it's a slider. That's a pretty decent pitch. I'm not able to get a hold of it. Very next one is absolutely down the middle and you're able to smash it. Like, these are the pitches that you have to jump all over when you're playing beginner players, and it's a very, very easy way to do that by focusing your attention on the pitcher. All right, so guys, again, these tips are going to be for people that are, beginners at the game. This is going to help you, but there are going to be some other things that you need to work into your game eventually to improve, and that comes with reading the pitches, playing online, understanding what an opponent is trying to do in an at-bat. But the last thing I want to touch on real quick is PCI placement and realizing that you're not moving your PCI. So a lot of the times, what will end up happening is that people will forget to move their left thumbstick all the way over to the ball while they're hitting. It's just people are trying to pay attention to the timing more than the actual placement of the PCI. Pay attention to this. So if you see an instance where in a miss like this, where you're missing and you think that you've come close and you thought you got more of it, but you notice that your actual main part of your PCI is well away from the actual pitch, that means that you didn't follow through all the way. You need to make sure that you put some attention to that as well, to make sure that you're moving your left thumbstick all the way before hitting X, because I know personally, as well as a lot of other beginner players, they have a hard time with that. Again, they're trying to focus on the hit more and the timing more than the actual placement of the PCI. Okay, guys, so I hope this helps, and I hope I explained it well enough. I know it's a little weird. Again, the main focus always when trying to read a pitch is just focus on the ball the entire time, but I think a lot of people get hung up on, where it's released and things like that, and they've kind of committed to a hit or not swinging before the pitch is even done. So that's what I'm hoping that this will help you. I've found that, again, just reeling my attention into the middle of the zone has really, really helped me. The last thing I want to mention, though, guys, is that it's all personal preference when it comes to like PCI placement and things like that. So I get a lot of questions about like, hey, where should I put the PCI before the pitch is done? That's all about you being comfortable with what it is. Like, some people like putting it all the way up at the top of the zone. Some people like putting it at the bottom. You need to mess around and try that for yourself. This is the reason why this game, more than any other game, is all about preference and less about, the meta, essentially. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for daily NHL content. And don't forget to subscribe for daily MLB content. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.